I'm currently at an African restaurant right here in Vientiane, Laos. I couldn't imagine I would find African food. I'm excited to be trying out some African food and also showing you some dishes that are available here. So this is where we at. We have this mat shop. Sabaidi. Do you know there was an African restaurant? Here's one. If you're coming to Vientiane and you want to eat some African food, this is definitely going to be the place for you. I love the view right here. Look at this. We'll be looking at the Mekong River, the night market, plus the Chinese shrine. Tell me, what African foods do you know? You have Pepesoup. How about Egusi? I'm going to be starting off with this one. Better leaf. Oh man, this Pepesoup is so spicy, but this is exactly how it should be, full of heat, herbs and all the good stuff. This is the kind of soup that warms your soul. Steaming hot bowl of Pepesoup arrived with a rich golden broth filled with tender chicken pieces and an intense aroma of spices and herbs. Alongside it, I had a simple serving of white rice, ready to soak up all the flavors. Just from the smell alone, I could tell that this dish was going to be very filling, comforting. If you're looking for a dish that's spicy, aromatic and packed with bold flavors, chicken Pepesoup with rice is an absolute must-try. I had the chance to experience the West African delicacy at the Nigerian restaurant right here in Vientiane, Laos. My first impressions: the steaming hot bowl of Pepesoup arrived with a rich golden broth, filled with tender chicken pieces and an intense aroma of spices and herbs. Alongside it, I had a simple serving of white rice, ready to soak up all the flavors. Just from the smell alone, I could tell this dish was going to be a very comforting experience. I'll eat this one. Thank you so much. Very delicious. The first sip of the broth hit me with an explosion of spicy, peppery goodness. It had a deep, savory umami flavor, thanks to the mix of ginger, garlic, African spices, and chili peppers. The chicken was tender and juicy, absorbing all the rich, spicy goodness from the soup. And the rice, oh my god. The white rice provided a perfect balance, helping to tone down the heat while soaking up all the flavors. Each spoonful of rice with broth felt warming, comforting, and deeply satisfying. Next up, I'm making Egusi Soup and Ugali. Wow, this egusi takes me straight back to the motherland. The flavors are so rich and the fufu is just a perfect match. If you've ever tried ugali or kawunga, you'll definitely love these too. I never expected to find authentic Nigerian food in Vientiane, Laos, but discovering a Nigerian restaurant here was an absolute game changer. As a first-time visitor, I had to try the classic combo, Egusi Soup and Fufu. Well, first impressions, the moment the dish arrived, I could smell the rich, nutty aroma of Egusi Soup, packed with spices, palm oil, and tender pieces of meat. The bright yellowish-orange color was inviting, and the texture looked creamy yet hearty. Alongside it, I had a smooth ball of fufu, sometimes called swallow, perfectly shaped and ready to pair with the soup. One bite in, and I was hit with deep earthy flavors from the melon seeds, blended with smoky, spicy, and umami-rich notes. The tender meat pieces added extra richness, and the leafy greens brought a slight bitterness that balanced the overall taste. I had a comforting, home-cooked feel that made me feel like I had traveled straight to Nigeria. And the fufu, slightly sticky and smooth in texture, the fufu was the perfect vessel to scoop up the thick, flavorful soup. I followed the traditional way, no chewing, just a little bit of swallowing, and it melted effortlessly, coating my taste buds with all the delicious egusi flavor. Now, if I'm to talk the spice level and seasoning, the dish had a mild to medium heat, which built up with each bite. It wasn't overpowering, but just enough to keep things exciting. The seasoning was bold and well balanced, showcasing the depth of Nigerian flavors. Oh my god, I really recommend you to come and try this. If you ever feel like having African food right here in Vientiane, Laos, come check out the African restaurant right here next to a darker Indian restaurant. It's just above this mini supermarket. I just had two amazing meals and I am extremely full right now. All I want to do is just pull a blanket and sleep. If you're in Vientiane, there are a number of options for you. Local Lao dishes, street food. African food is so diverse, just like you see Asian food. So this particular one was Nigerian food, obviously with a twist of other countries' dishes, but basically Nigerian food. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll be seeing you in my next one. Ciao ciao.